guys, here's my second video. So I'm going to take off this. I already kind of loosened it up. I don't have any videographer anymore, so I'm operating by one hand. So I need to get one of those GoPros. My buddies have those, make it easier. So you take that off, and what I'm going to explain to you, this is kind of sad. I put some lubricant on the side here. You can see where it's wet. I've got this little light here, by the way, too. I want to make a mention of it. Home Depot sells this thing. It's got a magnetic base, $6. Watch this. Stick it on there, good to go. The other point, you know when your tubes is clogged, is when you get this crap on the inside of your diagram here. So again, 2 weeks ago I took this off and cleaned it out. So that's 2 weeks worth. Look at that. It's unbelievable how this fills up inside there. If I didn't take this off every couple of weeks, forget it. We wouldn't have hot fires like last year. Here's the other thing too. This fan motor has got 4 bolts. Take it off. The new manual tells you, the original manual, if you had an E-Classic1450, which I bought mine 3 years ago, there's little weep holes on the side here of the motor. Put some 3-in-1 motor oil. Take it off. Let it sit for about an hour. Put the droplets of oil on it. This fan will quiet right down. If you got a noisy fan, it's again, now they tell you it's a maintenance item. If you struggle like I have struggled with central boiler in your reps, I can't say enough about Jeff Moran. He's my guy out in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. He came to my rescue after my other rep abandoned me and didn't even tell me he was leaving. So he pointed this out, that this could fail, watch out. Now the manual tells you the oil points, which is all news to everybody. They don't tell you about this, but the new manual does tell you about it. Initially they didn't tell you about it. So look inside here. Getting back to this. 2 weeks ago I cleaned this out. There's a piece of metal, you can see it right there on the side. It's missing. It's disintegrating. This creosote is so acidic, it's in the heat and everything else is just eating this up. So I go through one of these a year. This whole setup I replace. Yes, I could cannibalize it and buy just a tube, but these solenoids, they take a lot of abuse. Again, you got to make sure you measure the gap on your solenoid. When this is up, it should be 1/4 of an inch. When this is all the way up, 1/4 of an inch. If it's not, you can adjust it by the screws. So these self-tapping black screws, adjust those, raised up. Be careful, they will strip, and it's a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do, again, my third video, is I'm going to take this off. I'm going to clean it all out, put it all back on there, clean this out. Now the other thing you can do is, I mentioned this before in my other video, is you take the shop vac, and what I do is, again, I have a sacrificial shop vac. They're rigid. I like rigid projects. I think they're good. I'm trying to get this piece off the shop vac. Sorry about that. Again, one hand, trying to do all this for you guys. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to loosen up, I'm going to suck all this out. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to stick this hose in here after I clean this out and put it all the way inside there. I'm going to turn this on reverse, which is now set up for that. And it's going to blow air. And I'm also going to put a rag in here. I'm going to force air through this. And it's going to, anything inside that primary air up top here. I'll get my video, I'll get my light, I'll show you. It's getting dark out here in Rhode Island. Now, anything inside these chambers left, up in here, where I've cleaned out already, will be blowing out. So again, kind of crazy, but it works great. So you can see it's all clean in there. And then that's it. So I hope these videos help you guys. Again, I had to find my own way around with this. It really sucked. But it's, hey, it's worth the investment. I'm saving it not this year in oil, because everybody knows oil is dirt cheap, but you know what? If I don't have to send my money anywhere overseas and keep it in my pocket, I'm going to do that. I also want to make note too, is I also put Astral on top of here and down the heat exchangers. Why? Acidity levels, it neutralizes it, and it makes sense. I'm very liberal with my Astral. It's not a bad investment. If it keeps my boil lasting longer, all for it. So anyway, so what I'll do is I'm going to blow it all out. I'll take one last video. The other thing I did too, again, remember, telltale sign, you got problems with the tubes, is I painted my lines. Kind of crazy, a little insane about that, but hey, at least I know which one's hot and cold. Or anybody else that works on it, I send over to the house to work on it. So, and you'll see one more video, and that's it, guys. Hope you like it. Let me know if you have any comments.